everyone, this is Medium 2, Part 2 of Functions and Function Notation. As usual, you should probably try to answer it, pause the video, and try to answer it, and then see if you got the answer right. That way you can go through the video a lot more quickly. So first of all, we have this function here, and basically you can't divide by 0, so we know x can't be 0. Also, x can't be less than 0, because then you're going to get a complex number there. So it actually has to be, x has to be greater than 0. So it can't be a. It's not all integers except 0, because integers include negative numbers. And it's not all real numbers except 0, because that includes also negative numbers. So the answer has to be C. Okay. The next one we have is 13. This is the graph I drew. It says it's function. So basically, the points on the form of x, f of x. So it's like the x and f of x. So that's how you do it. And this is just your y. So when we're looking for f of negative 1, so you go to x for negative 1, f of negative 1, and you go down, and that's going to be somewhere in here. All right, so I would say that's about negative 1.5. All right, f of 0, you go here. So when x is 0, y is negative 2. All right, and when f is 7/2, it's like 3.5. So we go where x is 3.5. So this is 1, 2, 3.5 about here. We get also negative 2. So these are the only two that go to negative 2, which is answer C. Okay, the next one. Okay, this is 14. We have a polynomial defined by 4x cubed plus bx plus 41x. And we have 14x plus 12. And here are the points where P intersects the x-axis, and they want to know what the value of k is. So the first thing we want to do is solve for b. And the way we're going to do this, we're going to plug in one of these points. And to me, the easiest one to plug in is this one here. So I'm going to plug x in when y is 0. So plug in, this is your y. I plug in 0, and I'm going to plug in 3 here. So this gives you 108 plus 9b plus 123 plus 12, which gives you 243 plus 9b. All right? So when you solve for this, you get 9b equals negative 243. So b equals negative 27. So that would be your answer. So A is the correct answer. All right. Next, we have the same kind of thing. It says if h of 3 is A, then A is actually the y coordinate. So if we look on that, we know that when x is 3, we have 3, comma, negative 5. So A equals negative 5. But you're not done yet because you're supposed to find, you're not done yet. You're asked to find the value of h of A or h of negative 5. So find the point on the graph that has an x-coordinate of negative 5. So we go to negative 5, and h of A would equal 2. So that matches 2. Okay, when I was doing this, I wrote this down wrong. You're trying to find h of A. All right. So this would be comma 2. Next one is the last one. We have a function that satisfies g of 5 is 3, g of 3 is 0. Then we have another function with h, where h of 3 is negative 2 and h of 0 is 5. So basically what we're going to do is we look at the inner function, outer function. The inner function is g of 3. So if I put h g of 3 here, this is how I do it. So we're going to take care of this bit. G of 3 is 0. So what I tend to do is just cross that out and put 0 because that's what it equals. So what is h of 0? And h of 0 is 5. And it's really easy. That's all you have to do. This is a griddable. And you just grid in 5 and you're done. Okay, the next set we're going to do is the difficulty level that is hard, part 1. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.